Greeting my fellow lovers of tunes and welcome back to another Geoff Castellucci reaction video here on the channel where we enjoy the music, of course. Now, I'm very curious, it's actually been quite a while since we did one of Geoff's videos or one of his releases. May 16th was the last video I posted, so it was probably in May month that he last did a video. It's been quite a while, but I'm very excited for this one. This one is called Big Iron. A song originally, I just want to make sure if I'm getting this right, it was Marty something, but I'm sure he probably mentions it here, Marty Robbins, in 1959. Now, I'll be honest, I've only ever seen or heard this song like once or twice maybe, but I've heard it, but I don't know it like that well. But I'm pretty sure this is one of those songs that Geoff is gonna nail. Just reading what he says in the the description of this video. It said the song Big Iron. I have had a tumultuous, what a wonderful word, relationship over the past few years. Oh, and sorry. It's been requested and requested and requested, so I made it short, but then the full version was requested, requested, and requested. Fine. But what do you do with a song that has 8 verses and a 5-word chorus? Well, I guess you do this. I hope you like it. Just by reading that, I'm just so excited because I know Geoff's community and like the community around all these a cappella artists and all that, and all of you guys that watch me as well and help me in these journeys have such excellent taste and by now know which songs will work and which won't, and which he will like absolutely nail. So I'm very excited to hear his take on this. Thank you to each and everyone who kept on pressuring him to do it. I don't know what to expect, so let's just get into it and then we will discuss it afterwards, as always.
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. Well, no one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip, for the stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, a big iron on his hip. Well, it was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, listen, running came the whisper from each lip. Then he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, a big iron on his hip. Big iron. He's a stranger that rode into town one day. Big iron. Here to do some business, then be on his way. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive, or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Big iron. Like the dust that's blowing through this border town, yeah. Big iron. He will chase the storm and take old Texas down. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red, but the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with a big iron on his head. Now the morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to leave. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody had their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between they stop to make their play. And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today. Texas red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the Ranger's aim was deadly with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron. He's a stranger that rode into town one day. Big iron. Here to do some business, then be on his way. Big iron. Got nail for leather, midnight to the dawn. Big iron. Yeah, he will keep on rolling till his life is gone. It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Well, he might have gone on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Hey everyone, Geoff here. Thanks for watching Big Iron. I hope you enjoyed this updated version of such a classic tune. Special shout out goes to some of the folks on Patreon who make these videos possible. Huldra Draco, Tema Krempley, Juliana Livingston, Diane Holland, Sarah Borzilli, Sarah O, Lori Templeman, Laura Mueller, Patricia Schumann, Debbie Goodling, Jordy S, A.M. Person, Carl and Melanie Thomas, Asa Lagnestall, Dorothy Brune, and Debs Badger. If you'd like to join the Patreon community to get a whole bunch of extras, click on the link on the screen or below to sign up for free. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.
That is exactly what you can come to expect from this iconic artist, this like master of the subharmonics, you know. He is an absolutely amazing artist. Like, I have grown to love this man's music so much throughout the years, and he just seems to keep getting better and better at each video that he does. It's phenomenal. And you know, I've said this before, I think in other videos, the fun thing about his videos, especially when there's one or more Geoffs, or like a few more Geoffs, is that you can rewatch this many a times and always discover something new. Like in this case, I believe there was 5 Geoffs, if I'm not mistaken. So you can at least watch this 5 times over and you will discover something new each and every time. Now, I want to speak a little bit about the song as well. It is such a wonderful, beautifully written song. I think it's very, very like fun to listen to a song like this, because if you've watched a few westerns growing up, or you're a fan of westerns, you can literally sit back and see this whole scene like in the song play out in your head, exactly who the ranger is, who the outlaw is. You can see it all, the environment, and that's what I love when you have a song like this where you can go, like within a storybook or something, where you can go into your mind and you can see the scene play out for yourself, whoever your main character and whoever the outlaw and wherever it's situated, stuff like that. I think it's a wonderful song. I think Geoff did a beautiful job in like covering this. He always adds his touch to it. I think it's amazing. And one of my favorite points, I would say, about this cover is the fact that he took the Geoffs, sat them down. It's always so much more complicated than any one of us can possibly perceive. But the middle Geoff, I do not know the names. There's just too many of them, you know. But the middle one, I love that he went for this narrator sort of vibe with his lower register, like sort of telling the story like a narrator would do in a story or a western, you know. And then I think one of my favorite Geoffs is the one right next to him to the left, my left, like as if you're watching it, with his high register. I think that probably has to be one of the best higher vocals that I've heard Geoff do. I might be wrong on that. Maybe I'm just misremembering other songs, but I think it was done phenomenally well. The harmonization between all the Geoffs, like the composition, everything is just so well thought out, so well planned through. And you've come to expect nothing less than perfection from Geoff. And he always finds a way to just go that extra little mile, make it extra special, make it so much more vibrant in our head so that you can always remember it, you know? And that's what I love about it. It's incredibly, incredibly done. Iconic song. I truly think that Marty would absolutely love this version. I love it when old classics like this gets like a revived version almost, and it can continue to live on through the next few generations. I think that is absolutely phenomenal. And Geoff crediting the original artist, always so commendable. The way that he looks up to the original song, the original artist, it's absolutely fantastic. That was an amazingly fun video. Loved the melody of it, loved the rhythm of it. I love the storytelling aspect of it. I think it was overall just a fun song. And I got to watch a free Western movie in my head as I was listening to it. But like I said before, there's a few more takes that we have to do, go through it again and again and again, and see what else we can discover. It's like a fun little Easter egg hunt whenever he releases a video. Absolutely fantastic. But I would love to know from you guys what your thoughts on this one is. Do you have that same feeling when you listen to a song like this, where you live yourself into that scenario and you play along like as if you were the ranger or maybe the outlaw, whichever you prefer, and just enjoy this song in total? And also, like, I think that Geoff is truly getting better and better as far as he goes. Those low notes, I don't think I can fully understand and appreciate how much time and effort and practice it takes to go that low and be that versatile with your voice. But I think it's truly phenomenal. But I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comments below. And again, thank you to each and everyone that watches this as well and supports Geoff. It's so amazing to go through his Patreon list that he like scrolls down and the names he mentioned and see them like commenting on other reactors and myself as well, their videos. It's so amazing to see such a kind and positive community. It's amazing. So thank you for that. In any case, I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys are staying safe, keeping healthy, staying out of trouble. Remember to check up on one another, and then I'll see you tomorrow in the next video, which I believe would be the Home Free's new song. But in any case, until then, remember, music is medicine.